Hey guys, it's Lisa Winslow Gardner. So my plant stash has been growing and it's about time that I get some of these in containers, maybe replace some of the containers that are past their prime and plant them up. I have probably about 30 plants that I need to plant, but I'm going to start this project. Will see me dilly-dallying throughout the yard, creating containers, planting things up, getting them in the ground, getting them in containers because I've got to make a dent. Now some of them that I got, I'm not going to be able to plant until I clean up the yard in fall, and then I can see the space and then we can do it. But the ones that I can get done now will start now. So I'm going to start with this artichoke. It's called Artichoke Agave. Here's a tag on it. So we'll start with this one here, and for this one here, the specs, it says, ooh, it will get like 5 feet wide, 4 feet tall. Wow, okay. And zone 6 to 10, hardiness to -10. So what I'm going to do with this particular one here is I'm actually going to start this out in a container first, and then see where I want to put this out, because I really need to get it out of here. But why I got this one is because it says zone 6 to 10, which means I don't need to take this one into the greenhouse. It does have a lot of spiky things on there, so you got to be very careful. But I figure I'll start with this one here first. Would love if you can subscribe to the channel, share with a gardening friend too as well. So let me show you what my plan is, and I'm probably, a lot of the plants that I have, I'm going to try to keep them planted on the deck because I do have some containers I can kind of switch things out. So we'll show you that. By the way, it's a glorious day. It's overcast. This is towards the end of July, and I took a day off to get all this all planted. And it looks like it might rain, so I'm trying to work in between all of the rain and everything. So I'm enjoying the nice. So I'm going to start it out in this particular container. For this one here, I had holy basil in it. And actually, let me go grab some gloves because I just did my nails. I don't want to damage it. Let me go grab some gloves. All right, got me some gloves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove some of the soil from here, this container. That way I can plant this agave in here. I might as well just empty this whole thing out. And then I'm just going to take some of the roots out too as well. Okay, I'm going to try to get this out so that I don't poke myself. Ooh, how do I do this? So I'm putting it on the end and I'm just going to roll it like this. It's root bound. Look at it. That's why it's not going to come out. All right. I'm going to need to cut the container open. I wonder if this one creates little pups over time. And when I do transplant this over to the yard, I'm going to have to put it like in the back of the border. So that way people don't poke themselves with it. Ooh, ooh. My goodness. You guys, look at this. Is this a new plant right there? I wonder. Oh my goodness, look at all this. You guys, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to break one of this out. And I'm going to see if I can plant this up in. It is a new plant. Oh my goodness. Okay guys, we're going to take this out. And we are going to plant these up. So it spreads by rhizome, it looks like, or like the root. Look, here's another one. All right, I'm going to pot these up. And I am going to have more of these over time. Wow, it has some pretty good roots on it too. Look at this, I got 4 new plants. And there's a lot more coming up here too as well. Wow, okay. Fill the bottom up with some soil. Okay, now I gotta backfill it, and guys, this thing is so thorny, so I have to be super careful. It started to rain. Okay, let's go inside. Come on. Come, Pups. It's raining. Go inside. I'm gonna push through so I can get this on done. This one is done. Isn't that cute? So cute, right? Look at that. So let's place this, and my thought is a lot of my, I may have mentioned this already, I'm not sure, but a lot of my garden is already full with annuals and things like that, so it doesn't make sense for me to plant things out in the yard. So I'm gonna do like an early fall cleanup, so that way I have, I know where everything is, and then I can plant all the rest of the stuff that's in my stash. So that's my plan for that. Okay, so my thought is for these little pups that I got, guys, aren't they cute? Little pups, oh my god. My husband actually got me some ceramic containers, so let me go grab them because I can pot them up in there and let them grow on and see where it goes from there. So let me go grab those. So here are the containers that I got. So I'm just gonna fill them up with some soil. And then I think what I'm going to do is plant one of them individual. I'm going to bury it up to this point here. And it's going to rain all day today, so I don't need to water them. I'm going to have to go down and get some more soil. Guys, I'm creating a royal mess here. This one here, you can just see how it's coming out. Nice and cute. So this should all unfold for me during this season. And the roots are amazing. Look at the roots. Tiny one I placed in here. All right, so that is project number one. I have some other things that I want to plant on the deck, so let me clean up a little bit and then I'll show you what's next. And guys, totally forgot about the gloves again, started using it. This is what happened. Guys, so moving on to our next thing in my plant collection. So my husband actually gave me this plant, and it's actually the two-take plant. So it's called, I'm gonna put a tag up on the screen so you guys can see it. I know I'm gonna butcher the name, hold on. So it's a two-take plant. Apparently back in the days, people, when they had two-take, they would break the leaf off and put it on their gum. So this one here, I'm going to try to save during the winter time. So this will go in the greenhouse. So I'm putting it in a container that I could just take the container into the greenhouse directly. Very nice looking plant. I think I found this from seed once, and I never got the seed, but it's always been on my list, so now I can grow these. And the flowers are beautiful. They're that little yellow cap looking thing. I'm going to go ahead and pinch it because I want it to branch out a little bit more. Alright, so now this goes on the deck. Let me find a spot for it, you guys. I'm just going to place it here for now, and I'll rearrange once I have everything in place. So next is this impatient. That's this one. I'm going to try to overwinter this too as well. Alright, so I did a little bit more research because I saw this plant in Florida when we used to live there, and I thought it was rated for that zone. It is, so it's rated for zone 9 to 10. So basically what I'm going to do is this is going to come in a container, stay on the deck because it needs about 4 to 6 hours of direct sunlight, and then in the winter time this will go into the greenhouse because it's not going to survive the winter. But guys, look at the flower on this. And it's like super thorny. So I'm going to plant it in this container over here. And guys, I'm going to have a hard time when it's winter time. When it's fall time to take everything into the greenhouse. Going up and down the stairs. Oh my God. I'm going to have to enlist a family to help me with this. Help me with taking all the plants down. Because up and down that stairs, man. Now, you'll notice that I'm not watering anything when I'm planting them in, and that's because we have rain on the forecast today. It's been drizzling on and off, and it's going to rain all weekend too as well, so I'm not going to waste my time water. And then all the soil that I'm putting them in is already moist, and the roots of itself have kept it moist. So I'm basically just going around and finding containers that are done for the season and just reusing them. Isn't this pretty? So pretty. So I placed it there because I still want to make sure it's free so I can go over and look over the counter, over the deck I mean, so that's why I'm placing that one there. Guys, the deck is starting to get really full. Okay, so the next thing that I have is I do have a rose that I want to plant, and I need to find a container because that rose will temporarily be planted in the container because it's going to go in the landscape that's filled with annuals right now. So let's go around and let's find a container that we can plant this rose in. So I'm actually at the front of my house now, and I have this container that I had, I had verbena in it. So this delphinium, which I'll pop the name of the, pop the picture of this one here. This is called Delphinium Red Larks. So I have a delphinium in that container over there. So I'm going to plant this one, put them right next to each other as well. And I need to clear that container a little bit because my yellow archangel is kind of stifling my delphinium at this point, and I don't want that to happen. Delphiniums are very hard to grow, so I prefer to buy them. I need some soil to top that off. That's gonna go right over here, and let me free my delphinium from this yellow archangel. All right, so our Oso Easy and Fuego rose, which is this one. Let's see the specs on it. 4 to 6 hours, zone 4 to 9, which is great. 4 feet tall by 9, 4 feet, 3 to 4 feet tall, 3 feet wide. This is going to temporarily go in this pot because this is not ideal for this location for it here, but this is the only spot that I have vacant for right now, because for fall I'm going to have several stuff I'm going to have to be shifting around when I cut all of the fall annuals and things around. So right now I'm just finding a spot, which this is it for this rose. All right, so this will be its temporary place for now until we plant something else. So the next thing that's on our list is, you may or may not have seen this video yet. I'm not sure if this is going to air first or the other one will air first, but I went to Lucas Nursery in Florida, and I went to the whole thing, and in the end of it, I ended with what I came home with. And what I came home with was a pomegranate that the flower is orange, guys, not red like you normally see the normal one. And then this one has a fruit on it too. So let's show you. And I lost the tag. Oh no, I do have the tag. Okay, so this one here is the Toyosho pomegranate. Look at the flowers on it. And it's 15 feet by 15 feet wide. I'm keeping it in a container because I don't have the space for that. And it's zone 7 to 11. Now for me, I find a pomegranate in my zone does better in container. I have one in container that keeps flowering and have a little bit of a fruit. It's only been here 2 years. Another one that's been in the yard in the ground for about 8-9 years, and the cold just keeps snapping it every time. So I'm going to put my pomegranate in like a container, and it does have a pomegranate on it, guys, so let me show you. There, it's a little pomegranate on it, and when I bought it, it had a bunch of flowers on it too as well. So this will be in a container, and then it will stay outside during the winter time. Guys, I'm sorry, a hosta just caught my eyes. I must show you it. Hold on. Guys, look at this hosta. Oh my god, this is glorious, isn't it? I'll pop the name of this one on the screen, but it's glorious. Love, love, love the color. Oh my goodness. Beautiful, isn't it? Quite beautiful. All right, I hear the rain. Let's hurry up and get this planted. Basically poke some holes at the bottom of this container, and it's an 18-inch wide container. So I'm gonna take some soil from my bed that I use for like my extra soil. I'm gonna use some soil from that. This extra bed that's empty with no plants this season has come in very handy for me. All right, I'm going to go ahead and backfill it now with some soil. So I'm putting it here where I have all my pineapples. Oh my god, guys, I'm so dirty. It's so humid. I'm putting here where all of my pineapples are at, so that way I can water it. And it'll just stay here pretty much all season. Yeah, I love it. Turning my pomegranate so I can see it from the deck, you guys. All right, let's see what else we got to do today. So I'm starting to prep for my plant sale for 2027. Yes, guys, I'm prepping for the plant sale in 2027. So part of what I do is divide up my perennial or pot them up. And I've been letting my strawberry begonia here spread so I can dig them up and pot them up. So now I'm just gonna dig a whole bunch of them up, and then we'll finish up with just potting these up. Super easy to grow strawberry begonias. And all I'm doing is just digging up by the root like this, and then we'll pot them up. And I'm gonna let them spread again, and then I'll come back and do the same thing again maybe in fall. People did like the strawberry begonia during the plant sale, and they spread very easily. Actually, I don't even need the hoary knife. I can just pull it out just like that. They're very shallow rooted. Alright guys, so I have my container filled with soil, and we're just going to go ahead and pot these up. So all you do is I'm just taking my clump of strawberry. All of these are where they touch the ground, they'll form roots, but I'm just going to take that and then just put it in my container. So this is what I end up with. I'll bring it in a little closer and you can see how I'm doing it. So here I've got a clump. I'm just going to pull them apart. And all I'm doing is taking it and nestle it into my soil. And that's pretty much it. Now these are going to grow really nice and big for next season. Last year I potted them up like in the winter time, and they were okay size for the plant sale, but I think I can get them a little bit bigger for next sale that we have. Guys, isn't the leaves of this beautiful? I need to get 1, 2, 3 more pieces, so let's go grab those. Alright everyone, that's it for this episode. So what did we do? We potted up lots of plants. So we did some, we potted up the two-tick plant. We did, oh my god you guys, now I forgot all the things that we just potted up like less than 2 hours ago. The pomegranate, and we finished up with potting up the strawberry begonias in preparation for our plant sale next year. I want them to get nice and big and full. This is what the entire tray looks like. And now what I'm going to do is, this is going to get water, well, it's going to rain, so it's going to water it. And I'm going to put this in my plant nursery area, which is under the shade. And then this will just grow on, and it'll stay evergreen for me during the winter time too as well. Hopefully this was helpful, seeing how to pot things up. And, what we did pot up starting it, the whole thing was the artichoke agave. And then we got a couple of plant babies as well, so I'll give you guys updates in future videos so you can see what that looks like as well. I'm excited. I didn't know that it spreads that much. And what I'm going to do is I am going to probably take the plant babies inside of the greenhouse and leave the larger one outside, just to kind of test it, because it did say it was zone 6 to 10. Would love if you can subscribe to the channel, share with a gardening friend. If you have anything else you would like me to show you, put it in the comment section. Until next, everybody, happy gardening.